What is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we're going to be going over some moments cards that I'm going to come up with since 2K's on vacation. That's the answer we got from 6Man Sam. Shout out 6Man Sam for communicating that just over winter break, whatever. I don't know the stretch, but 2K legitimately is on vacation. So that's just what's happening, and at least we got some clarification. So here's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to go over the last week and talk about some of the top moments that we saw in the NBA that would have made for absolutely incredible moments cards. Now, again, if 2K needs me to do this every week, I would love to do this. Come up with moments that happened throughout the week that 2K could implement into moments cards. Now, before we dive any further into that, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing the subscribe button. So we're on the road to 90,000 subscribers. So I'm gonna go, since every Tuesday they drop, I could go from Tuesday through Monday. I'm just gonna go from last Wednesday, okay? So last Wednesday, December 29th, just talk about some of the best performances that we saw. Now, I'm just gonna kind of start off by saying, yes, okay, obviously LeBron's gonna have a lot of 37-point games. Ja has a 41-point game. But that doesn't necessarily make a good moments card, because those guys do it a lot. What would make more of a moments card, in my opinion, is, you know, a guy like Alec Burks. I know he doesn't, but dropped 34 points. That's more of a moment than LeBron James maybe dropping 40 or however many. But there really wasn't much on December 29th or December 30th that really caught my eye and that I was like, wow, I mean, this is an incredible moment. Maybe this is the game in which Bradley Beal had, Bradley Beal always has great games, but there was one game in which he had 17 assists. We're going to head to December 31st, okay? December 31st, New Year's Eve. And this is the game I'm going to settle on. The Phoenix Suns versus the Boston Celtics, in which the Celtics won by 15. We're going to go with a player from the Boston Celtics, that player being Robert Williams. This game, Robert Williams had 10 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, and 5 blocks, and shot 5 of 5 from the field. And you couldn't be more efficient than him. Had the 5 blocks to go along with it. And I mean, just an all-around incredible performance. I mean, 10, 10, 11, and 5 is just an incredible performance. And he led the Boston Celtics to a win. So what I would like to see is, you know, yes, this performance, it's cool, but it's not necessarily a game-breaking anything. Maybe just drop a Ruby or Amy moments Robert Williams. We don't need anything crazy, but a Ruby or Amy moments Robert Williams would have been a really good fit in just kind of our first and maybe lowest moment drop that we did see. The next games that I'm going to head to happen on Sunday, January 2nd. Now we have a couple to get to. Let's just start it off with triple-double man himself, Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey did record his first triple-double. A little more impressive triple-double than Robert Williams. I mean, Robert had like 10, 11, and 10. Josh Giddey had 17, 14, and 13. And if you watch his game, you know that Josh Giddey made a really big impact on this game in general. I know they lost, but Josh Giddey had his first ever triple-double. I mean, this is pretty iconic for him in kind of his basketball history, because he has, I mean, limitless potential, a lot of potential. And I think 2K, if they could highlight this, would have been a good, you know, kind of highlighted card. Another amethyst, diamond, possible card that we could have had here. But these are the types of things, you know, Boston Celtics fans would probably love to use Robert Williams. Thunder fans would probably love to get a good Josh Giddey card, considering if I go in here and type in Josh Giddey, what's going to pop up? I mean, a sapphire, like, cool. Nobody can really use him anymore. So that's the first one that I saw from this day. The second one came from another Celtics player. This one, Jaylen Brown. He dropped 50 points in this game. I know it went to overtime, but man, Jaylen Brown was a man on a mission. This was a comeback from the Celtics too. I mean, they had to come back from a big fourth quarter deficit and then win in overtime. Not an easy win for the Boston Celtics, and they definitely would not have gotten that win without Jaylen Brown. Now, you look at 2K, you look up Jaylen Brown. We got a diamond Jaylen Brown, but look when he came out, guys. I mean, he came out on October 22nd. Heck, if 2K wants to give us even I would have said a pink diamond for this 50-point performance for Jaylen Brown, but make him just a tad bit better than this one, I'm fine with it. Now, the next moment we are going to talk about, I had it down on January 2nd. It actually happened on January 1st. Comes from this game. The Pistons versus the Spurs. And we're going to go from a player from Detroit, and that player is Hamidou Diallo. Now, I'd love to see a moment's Luka Garza because we might not see one ever again, and I'm a big Iowa fan. But that's not where we're going. We're going with Hamidou Diallo, who had 34 points and 14 rebounds and played 50 minutes. Guys, do you guys realize how many minutes that is? 50 minutes is just absolutely absurd. And in those minutes, he had 34 and 14. Detroit, man, don't sleep on Detroit, man, because look, they beat the Spurs, and then they came back and beat the Bucks yesterday. So do not sleep on the Pistons. If I said the Spurs, I apologize. Do not sleep on the Pistons. And yes, Hamidou Diallo, I think, would have been a good moments card. Again, 34 and 14 for a guy like LeBron, it's like, okay. But for Hamidou Diallo, it is a big game. Next, we're going to go to, let's see, the Washington Wizards did play yesterday, and they had a couple guys with some pretty big games. Let's just start off. I'm not going to give this guy a moments card because he does it a lot. Bradley Beal on triple-double watch with 35 points was absolutely ridiculous. But the guy I want to talk about is Kyle Kuzma. He's been hooping lately. Last night, 36 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists. That is a massive game for anybody, let alone Kyle Kuzma. It's kind of good to see Kuzma finally coming on, and I'm not necessarily a big Kyle Kuzma fan. Kind of see him, it's good to see him kind of coming on, making some things happen. They did escape with a close victory, and I'm always more inclined to want people to get moments cards if they end up winning the game, okay? If you have a big game and lose, it's a lot less impressive unless you have like 50 than if you have a big game and win. The last moments game. We got 2 players left. I try to get around 7 or 8 moments cards because I think anything more than that, you get a little excessive. Last game we're going to talk about comes from the Atlanta Hawks versus Portland. Okay? Start with Trae Young. I mean, I know they lost the game, but Trae Young had 56 points and 14 assists. Do you guys realize how many points responsible, or how many, Trae Young was responsible for at minimum, like probably 85 points at minimum? That is absolutely absurd in a basketball game. Obviously, this was really high scoring. Atlanta ended up getting beat. Portland came back and won. Trae Young played 37 minutes and had like 85 points responsible for. That is just absolutely ridiculous. This is the type of card that we need to see like Trae Young be like a pink diamond probably. Like, even if y'all wanted to give him an opal, I wouldn't hate it for having 56 and 14. But yeah, Trae Young, just another moments card I think is deserving for 56 and 14. On the flip side of things, Anfernee Simons. I mean, I don't have the exact stats up in front of me, but I know when I looked during the game, Anfernee Simons was 9 of 13 from 3. Do we realize how crazy that is? Like, 9 of 13 is just absolutely ridiculous. I took the over 2.5 threes for Anfernee, and he ended up with, let me get it down, 9 of 16. 9 threes, 43 points, and 7 assists. Anfernee's another one of these guys, where it's like, I mean, we don't have a good Anfernee Simons. The triple threat offline reward is not good anymore. He's not usable. These are guys that we could use. Heck, even if they don't want to give us the guys like Jaylen Brown, Trae Young. When was the last we just recently saw Kyle Kuzma. So even if they don't want to give us those, give us a Robert Williams, give us a Hamidou Diallo, give us a Josh Giddey, give us an Anfernee Simons. Give us cards that you're probably not going to highlight in drops. Because obviously if you have a new Jaylen Brown planned, that's cool and all. I'm not even asking for everything. Heck, I could go game by game and say, hey, Ja Morant had 36 and 8 and 6. That's a pretty big game for him. I mean, but you could go game by game and find stuff that you think should be a moments card. I just highlighted the main ones, but you really could go through, and even for the Warriors last night, Jordan Poole, if you wanted him to get a moments card, you could go through and break down each and every one of these things. I just gave you guys 7 of what I think would have been the best moments cards or the most deserving moments cards. I want to know your thoughts down below in the comments. Who did I miss out on that you guys would have liked to see as a moments card? That's what I want to know. Obviously, a lot of people are going to want a lot of different things, but that's why I think the moments cards could be a really main attraction. We haven't seen Trae Young we've seen in the past. Anfernee Simons we haven't, okay? Josh Giddey we haven't. Hamidou Diallo we haven't, and Robert Williams we haven't. There's 4 guys that I don't remember when the last time we got any of those guys that were decent enough. I mean, just 4 guys. If they gave us those 4 today, I think the community would be a lot more receptive than what we got today. Just my opinion on things. I think 2K should go with moments every single day after a big game. So, hey, Trae Young has a big game. The excitement's there. Drop a Trae Young, Anfernee Simons today. It's that simple. Don't have to think too much. Just allow us to get new moments cards every single day. It's going to wrap it up for our video, though. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.